Hello. Today, ow, my fingers. Oh my god. First of all, I have a little bit of Nikki Nicole Instagram Live happening just to keep me company while I eat chippies. But I did something omega dangerous today, and I acquired another one of these. And with that, I also got one of these. I chose this because the new album I'm working on, I'm calling it Apollo. Like how the Voyager, they did the, what's it called? The Voyager, they did the record out into space. My grandfather worked on the Apollo mission, so I'm going to do my own version of that. But what's about to happen now is I'm going to open them, I'm going to try a little bit of each. And don't worry, I already know what I'm getting myself into, because I already finished one of these, and I refilled it with water, and now it's still extremely dangerous, but it's watery now. And when I bought that bottle, I also bought one of these, which is just one of my friends now. He just hangs out with the carrot and the Charles Shaw bottle and my water and the garlic and the Gundams, etc. Oh yeah, and here's the Apollo mission like award to my grandfather. That's made of parts of the lander, I think. What did it say? From the spacecraft Columbia. Oh, wait, no, Eagle. Sorry. Yeah, wait, it's both of them. Spacecraft Eagle and Columbia. From the Eagle, a clamp whose function was to fasten the pulley system used to haul the lunar rocks from the surface of the moon into the ascent stage for return to the lunar laboratory on Earth. They didn't capitalize Earth right there. That's weird. The rest of the pulley system still remains on the moon at Tranquility Base. Maybe I should go there. From the Columbia, a bolt whose function was to tie down the heat shield which protected the astronauts during the fiery re-entry into the Earth's, also not capitalized, Earth's atmosphere. Anyway, so that's cool. Pretty sure there's more stuff up there, but for right now it's time to experience pain and well-being. The thing is that the cool thing about these hot sauces is that if you just have a little bit of them, yes, they're unbelievably hot, and it does count as a mild form of self-harm if you only have a little bit. If you have a lot of it, it's actual self-harm, because they are, like, the bomb is actually poisonous in large quantities. I'm positive. I'm absolutely positive that it's harmful to the human at large doses. Just trying to prop up the GoPro. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple chips. That one's curly. I want the flat chips so I can very clearly lay some hot sauce on it. And first, I'm going to have the Apollo. I know I'm doing it backwards because it's the last dab. But I'm going to have this one first because I haven't had this one before. I already know what Da Bomb tastes like. So I'm having this one first so that I don't mess up my palate with Da Bomb first. And then I'm going to refrigerate them. Oh, and I will have a little bit of Da Bomb also. Oh! You see that? Oh, that's a problem. The cap fell off and broke and fell off. What am I gonna do? Glue it back together. Oh no. This is already turning into a problem. And that's enough for me to know that this is going to be painful. There's just a little tiny bit. But I'm not trying to hurt myself. realistically, I just want to experience it. I mean, I'm not trying to really hurt myself. I am engaging in a small amount of comical pain. That's deceptive. As soon as I start thinking that wasn't that bad, and I want to try more, it starts getting hot. And as soon as I start going, it chills out. So, as far as the actual pepper goes, honestly, it's pretty tasty. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty tasty. Yep, I can feel it already in my veins. Alright, well that's a good start. And please don't be angry at me for not having more than that. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this, with the cap of it. Now this is the part where I'm going to be very, very careful. Habaneros, chipotle puree. You know, you really would think this isn't going to be that hot, because it just says habaneros, right? Wrong. It's extremely hot. Actually, I watched a video where they explained that this hot sauce isn't really supposed to be used as like or it's not really supposed to be used the way that they use it on the show, or the way that I'm about to use it on the Hot Ones show. The way that I'm about to use it right now is not how they recommend it. They recommend you use like 1 drop in a big pot of soup. 1 or 2 drops in a big pot of soup. What I'm not doing is that. I'm doing something omega dangerous. Did I shake? I shook this already. I'm having flashbacks to videos I watched of like corpses in the street of South America. That's exactly how hot this is. I'm not licking the bottle on this one. That's not normal. That was 1 drop. And I'm gonna lick this drop up for Japan, because there was 2 of them. Not acceptable. Unbelievably unacceptable rage. Mixed with fury. Punches you out of pain. That's why I'm not allowed on Hot Ones yet. I'll probably get violent by accident. I go to therapy every week though. I'm in 3 different types of therapy. Well, 2.5 different types of therapy. Yeah, the bomb is not a joke. The bomb is not a joke. I mean, I guess if you have a sick, twisted, sadistic sense of humor, it's a joke. But even then, it's not really. It's like a Sonia type of joke. It's a Ksenia Ksenia Krugliakova kind of joke. And I just touched a little bit of the hot sauce through the paper towel, and my experience with this hot sauce has put the fear of God in me. Even that little bit, I'm gonna have to wash my fingers so thoroughly before I take my contacts out. Even then it'll probably hurt. Multiple times I have just gone into, you know what I did? I had to use radical acceptance from my DBT. I'm gonna do another last dab though, because I actually like this. I'll put a little more on this time, but I'm not gonna get cocky because I already know that's how it ends. Hello? Oh no, I knew it. No, I'm not doing a little more than that. I'm not that stupid. That's it. I'm gonna let it sink in on my palate. Actually, these two sauces blend well together. They complement each other. I'd say the Apollo tastes more like, if I had to relate this to my favorite drug / medicine, I would say this is like my prescription ketamine, and this is like the DMT vape pen that you can, no, this is like, wait. Yeah, this is more like the ketamine, the prescription ketamine. Which one is this? Because there was also a Last Dab Experience. This one must be my own extraction. This is like the one I extract myself. But the Last Dab Experience, which is also at this place, the cover on it looked really cool. All fiery and like red and black and stuff, as opposed to the, I mean, this is red and black, but it has a lot of gold. But I took one look at it, I'm like, that looks so cool, but I know I shouldn't buy that one too. It's already expensive enough. But that one is like the DMT vape pen that you can buy in DC. Anyway, I can tolerate this level of heat, but if I put any more on these chips or anything, it's gonna start building. And I know well enough not to let my ego make these decisions for me. Some people might think it's funny or cool to like, oh, look how much I put on my chip and then I eat it and then I cut the video out before I go to the hospital and have to get a morphine drip and get addicted to oxycodone. No thanks. I almost wiped my nose with this. I'm going and throwing this away and figuring out what to do about the cap.